slightly different video this week because I want to show you how to wash clothes without a washing machine. The reason I'm doing this video is for a couple of reasons. Number one, I currently don't have a washing machine, so I thought I'd do this for if anybody ended up in a situation where maybe your washing machine is broken and there's just a few bits you need to kind of like wash in an emergency just to get things clean. But also, doing a whole load of a wash, especially as somebody that lives on their own, it can take actually quite a while to build that amount of clothes up. And if you don't own a lot of clothes, everything's dirty and you've got nothing to wear all of a sudden, but you don't have enough to wash. So this is a way just to wash a few bits of clothing without a washing machine. So here it is. This is how I wash my clothes without a washing machine. I'm just going to be doing just a couple of small pieces just to give you an idea of how to do this. So I'm just using a bowl today, which is just like this standard washing up bowl. You can get these for 50p a pound in shops like Wilko's and Poundland and places like that. So I'm just using one of these today. If I was doing a few more bits or I was doing anything big, I would actually do this in the bath. It's the same concept, you just need a bit more water and a bit more wash and stuff. So the first thing is to kind of fill this about halfway with warm water. You don't want it boiling because you obviously don't want to shrink your items, but you want sort of warm to hot water, and the water that comes out of the hot tap is hot enough for this, so I'm going to fill this bowl up first. So now that is full up, so if I was to put my hand into that, it comes up to about here on my fingers. I'm washing 2 t-shirts today in this bowl, and I have 2 products I use. This one I would use if I had items that had stains on it or were particularly heavy soiled and dirty. I would use this and rub it into the stains. But these 2 t-shirts, I've only worn them sort of like a couple of times each, so they're not particularly dirty. So all I need in here is a couple of teaspoons of washing powder, so I'm going to put that in now. So when I say teaspoons, this is what I mean. So I've levelled this off. This isn't a big scoop of a teaspoon that's going in there, and just stir that around so that it mixes into the water. These items go in. Make sure to push them right under the water, and I sort of give them a bit of a kind of squeeze about and stuff, and just move about just so that water and that wash powder gets on the clothes. Now all I need to do is leave that for 20 minutes. So 20 minutes has gone by. These have had a nice good soak in here now. So just swishing them about a little bit, just to kind of like, almost like squeeze out any dirt, I suppose. So obviously they've got washing powder in them, so that will need rinsing off. So all I need to do now is pour this water out and then rinse these under cold water. What I've done is I've poured out the water and I've just put these back in the bowl. I just find it easier to rinse them by using the water. So this is just cold water that I've just poured on it, and I'm just going to rinse them about a little bit. I can see that there's obviously not really anything coming off them, so there's nothing really soaked in. So I'm going to pour this away and hang them up, and that is it. So that is how I wash my clothes without a washing machine. It's quite a simple, easy process. It's obviously working for me right now because I don't have a washing machine. I don't usually use the bowl and just do a couple of items. I would usually actually just use the bath. It's a lot easier to then get a lot of small items done at once. So I can usually get about 10 to 15 small items in my bath washed at one time. That makes it such a simple, easier process because I can just leave it for 20 minutes and then it's done. Rinse out, hang it up to dry. Obviously they're going to be a lot wetter than when they come out of a washing machine, so they are going to take a little bit longer to dry. So I always allow for that. Luckily at the minute it's warm enough for me to put it outside, so if it drips it's just going to drip on the path and that's no problem. but obviously if it's not warm enough, it needs to dry inside, I just put a folded up towel underneath to catch the drips, but it doesn't actually drip that much as long as I've rinsed out very well. So that is how to wash clothes without a washing machine. If you're stuck in a bit of a pickle, your washing machine breaks and you need to do something quickly, then that is how to wash some clothes, just to kind of tide you over. But that is it for me this week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.